Okay, that's definitely the wrong street to go down. That's the naughty street. We can't film that, so we gotta get up out of here. That'll get you banned. All right, not gonna lie, it's definitely a bit windy. The wind's trying to blow my selfie stick away. It is supposed to be like a huge storm today. Maybe not vlog outside today. Don't get me wrong, you guys know how it gets down. You know I'm a thug and everything. But when you're trying to get B-roll shots and your camera's literally like about to fall in the water, that might be the time where you want to call it quits. And there's another one right there. That's why these things be following me around. So yeah, since it's about to start storming, I think it's a perfect day pimping to, uh-oh, it's starting. It just got dark like real quick. The storm is coming. The wind is picking up, Pimp. It's picking up. Quick side note, did I tell you guys that I got really sick? Like, for real. Like, I thought I was dying. It was about 6 or 7 days ago. I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning with like a fever of like 120. I keep it hot, but yeah, that's ridiculous. But yeah, anyway, I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, super hot. So I got up, took off my shirt, and just laid down flat on the hardwood floor because the hardwood floor was so cold. Man, I thought, like for real, I thought I was gonna die. I've never felt like that. And my first thought was, it's the vid. The next day I got tested and took another test and both were negative. Now I'm feeling much better now, but I don't know what that was. Like I was over there writing like my death note and everything, getting ready. But whatever it was, I slept. Like I've never slept that long, like in my life, like pimping, in my life. I slept all day and then the next day. The clouds are moving so fast. Jeez. Definitely starting to pick up. Shoot, hold up, Pimp, hold up. I can't tell if that's better or worse. But anyway, yeah, it's definitely picking up. Not a hole yet, but it still isn't bad. Like, I heard them like, everybody's talking about, oh, this is a big one. This is a big one. Then they were canceling trains and I was like, really? For this? Do the Netherlands know who I am? Like, have they even heard of the streets? Cause this is nothing. My Sony TV1 is a bit wet, but I think it's hanging in there. Definitely starting to rain a lot though. Gotta duck in here real quick. So my pants are wet, feet are wet, beanie's pretty soaked, Sony TV1 wet. I mean, if anybody wanna ever compete with me when it comes to drip, pimping, no contest. I am the drip. I am. All right, starting to calm down. Let's get on the road. Key with storms is that you gotta go with the wind. Like, you gotta go with the storm. Gotta be the drip. Yo, could you imagine if you just got off of work and you went to your bicycle and your bicycle looked like this? Right? Like, could you, right? They took the handlebars, the seat, the wheel, the brakes, like that was definitely like a revenge hit, cause
have to change my pants because
I got soaked.
Oh man, look at my Sony ZV-1. That looks like a mouse on top.
The lens got a bit wet, so yeah, it should be Gucci tomorrow. We'll see how it works out. Anyway, Pimpin', let's talk about gear and why your gear is
And now, if you rock with me or you've watched this channel for a while, you kind of already know my take on gear. But if you don't, let me give you a quick refresher. My take on gear is simply this. First, use what you have. Don't ever make an excuse for not doing something because you don't have something. Use what you have. Second, gear does matter, but also it doesn't matter. When I get comments from you guys asking your boy Sky Money what I think you should get between this and this and this and this, and then you have this and this and this and this. First of all, you already know, don't be rolling up on the thug like that, pimping. But no, for real, most of the time I'll reply saying something like, do you really need X if you already have A, B, C, D, E, F, G? Do you really need the X? And my reason for replying like this is because most of the time you don't need it. And you're actually just looking to spend money that you don't have. Pimping, I already know. If I'm being real, ain't nobody out there that loves new tech drip more than me. I know people that will tell you the same thing. Boss. But no, for real though, my goal with this channel is to always be honest and open with you guys, especially about gear that I review. Like, I feel like I am so lucky to be reviewing some of this stuff that it's like, a lot of this drip is like amazing, like for real. But at the same time, when I talk to you guys, especially in the comments, I am a firm believer in use what you have. Go and build off of that first. And like low-key, high-key, there is no amount of drip that's gonna make you feel more motivated, make you act, make you create better stories. It's just not gonna happen. Pimping, that's not what the drip is for. Matter of fact, it's actually quite the opposite. I mean, there's like a condition, like a heavy like condition, and it's real, pimping. It's real. It's a condition that will stop you from bringing the sauce. And it's called procrastidrip, which is basically when you have so much tech drip, and then on the sidelines you researching new tech drip, and then on the other sidelines you actually buying more tech drip. You basically get into like this matrix of procrastidrip to the point where you're not doing anything. Instead of actually creating and using the drip you have, your focus is basically shift to just wanting new drip. And you even forget like why you need the drip in the first place. Procrastidrip. True story. Like, I actually have this friend that I have to stop all the time. Like, he know who he is. I know you watching. I know you. But yeah, this dude is like my best friend. Talk to him every day. And look, and just being real, he'll even tell you that he suffers from procrastidrip too. Like, I gotta drip check him all the time. Run it up. Like, for example, he'll be looking to buy a new lens after he just bought like 50 lenses. But for some reason, he'll need another one just because this lens doesn't do this one thing. So then I gotta drip check him.
Wait, so you have this, you have this, you have this, but it just doesn't do this one thing? But then you just buy this other thing? Pimp. You don't need it.
But I do need
Pimping. You don't need it.
And usually after I drip check them, the conversation always ends with focus on making better content, better stories, better structure to your videos, etc., etc. And look, to keep it 100p, only a true friend would drip check you. Just saying. Boss. And now, Pimpin', am I saying that you should not ever upgrade your gear? No, I'm not saying that at all. Y'all already know we on that Wi-Fi. But what I am saying is basically realize that gear is not the end all be all. It is not gonna make you better. And if you just got the itch, you got the itch for the new tech drip, what I tend to tell a lot of people, and Pimpin', this is just me, but I usually say, if you're gonna upgrade anything, upgrade your audio first. Other than that, if you have a camera that's within the past 7 years, most likely, Pimpin', you could probably make a good video. Like, seriously, make sure you try to avoid like the golden drip handcuffs, because I believe it's a real thing. Because the last thing you need is for your gear to hold you back from creating. You're trying to go out and make a vlog or a YouTube video and you're like, do I bring the Sony or do I bring the Canon? Do I bring the prime lens or do I need the zoom lens? Do I bring my gimbal or do I bring my Joby Gorilla Pod? You know what, screw it, I'm bringing it all. And you're basically getting to a point where you're spending more time thinking about what you're gonna use instead of actually using it. Then your bags are like stupid heavy. The vlog is way more complicated than it needs to be. And again, your focus then turns back on the gear versus the creating. Because now you're worried about, did you bring everything? Are you missing some stuff? Did you lose something? Like, it's just this whole thing. Basically, Pimpin', own your gear and don't let your gear own you. And if you want to upgrade or you want to buy things because you got the bag, try to break it down into something like what you want versus what you need. For me, top priority is audio. Second priority, flip out screen, because I need the drip check. You know how thugs do. Third priority, autofocus. And then lastly, is it gonna get in the way of what I'm trying to do? That's it. Own your gear and don't let the gear own you. Pimp, tell me that's not gay. Like, I just made that up. Like, tell me that's not gangster. All right, so I think my Sony ZV-1 is all dry. Hopefully it works. Like, yeah, everything seems to work.